So many of my clients are considering coastal Delaware as an option to purchase a home or investment in. They're also looking at South Jersey and the Philadelphia, surrounding areas of Philadelphia as well. And in this video, I'm going to talk about the pros and cons of living in coastal Delaware. We're going to look at the good, the bad, the ugly, and really dive in here to coastal Delaware. So stay with me if you're looking for a home in the Lewes area, Rehoboth Beach area, coastal and those surrounding areas of Delaware. Continue watching this video. So let's jump in with the pros of living in coastal Delaware. And number one is the very low property taxes. So property taxes are going to be in the range of $1,500 to $2,500 per year. Yes, I said per year. If you compare that to surrounding states, let's say for New Jersey, we're at one of the highest tax rates. Even in South Jersey, a $6,000, $7,000 per year would be considered pretty low. If you're going up North Jersey, you could very easily be $10,000, $12,000, $14,000, $20,000 per year in taxes very easily in the state of New Jersey. Even Pennsylvania is not too far behind New Jersey in the way of property taxes. So great value if you're looking to save money on your property taxes. You can't beat it. Number two is access to the beach, coastal areas, and recreation. So Delaware has a lot to offer. There's multiple bays, kayaking, swimming, high quality water, and access to facilities, and some great, fantastic state parks as well. Number three is proximity to large cities. Now Delaware, coastal Delaware, you are pretty far away from some of the bigger cities, but you can get to them very easily in a day trip. Washington, D.C., Philadelphia, Baltimore, New York City, or even if you wanted to take a day trip to New Jersey, Cape May, or Atlantic City, all within a pretty drivable distance from coastal Delaware. Number four is a small town feel. Coastal Delaware is made up of many small towns. There's not really too many big cities in Delaware unless you get to Dover or Wilmington, and those are a little bit further away. So if you like that small town charm, small town feel, definitely want to consider it. Number five, it's a great place for jobs or retirement. There are a lot of great job opportunities and big employers in the state of Delaware, and a lot of opportunities to work in the coastal Delaware region. And if you're looking to retire, it's also a great place for retirement as well. Again, we talked about the property taxes and some of the tax advantages of being there. All right, now let's talk about the cons. Here's what you really want to hear. What's the negative about living in coastal Delaware? And let's start off with number one, it's the traffic. The traffic is pretty terrible, especially in the summer months. If you're planning to go from one area to another, be prepared that it's going to take a long time. You're going to be stuck in traffic. The highway systems in that area of coastal Delaware, not great. There's not really like an expressway with no stops or anything like that. So you're most likely going to be on a small road, most likely with traffic all around you. It's just going to take a while to get from one point to another. That's just the way it is, unfortunately. So if you're not inclined to that, or you're not patient, you either have to learn to be patient in that traffic, or again, this may not be a good choice for you. Number two is a high cost to buy or rent a home. Now we talked about the property taxes being so low, which is awesome. But to counteract that, the home prices and the demand for homes in the area has created very high home prices, very high rent prices. So if you were comparing a similar home in South Jersey or even outside of Philadelphia area, you would probably pay less for that similar home. However, you'd be paying more in property taxes. So everything kind of balances out. Higher price, lower taxes. If you go outside of the state, you may find lower home price, but higher property taxes. Number three kind of goes back and ties in with number one with the traffic, is that it's very crowded, especially on the beaches in the summertime. And like I said, because the demand for the area has grown over the years, there's a lot more increased population than what the roads and traffic systems can handle. So it is crowded. Again, it's going to take time. There is traffic, It's all part of the problem here, especially in the summertime in coastal Delaware. Number 4 is limited cultural and entertainment options. So as I said, it's a small town feel, and if you're looking for entertainment, you're looking for sports, culture, theater, arts, you're going to have some of that, but it's going to be pretty limited, and you most likely want to travel to one of the bigger cities where you'll have that. So nothing real close by, and it is limited for cultural and arts. Number 5, there is a risk of storm and flood damage, and this is depending on where you are in coastal Delaware. If you're on the island or you're close to a bay or waterway, you're going to have that risk. You'll find that same risk any type of shore town, any type of beach community, you're going to have that risk. But it is something to be aware of as you're looking for a home. Is it in the flood zone? If it is, what's the elevation? How much is it going to cost for flood insurance? Something to factor in if you are looking to buy in this area. Number 6 is there are no major airports. So if you're a person that has to travel maybe for work, or you just like to travel for personal, for vacations, things like that, there's not a close airport that you can really get too many places from. So you're most likely going to have to go to Baltimore or to Philadelphia, to one of the major cities, which again you can, but that might be a couple hour drive to get to one of the cities and then get on the airport. So to do that all in one day could be pretty exhausting. So then you have to plan, okay, well maybe you have to go to the airport a day ahead, stay overnight, then jump on the plane. So it just takes a little bit more planning and preparation. If you're doing a lot of travel, it's something to consider. You may want to be closer to one of the major airports. So in conclusion, like anywhere you're planning on moving, there's going to be pros and cons. I hope this video has been helpful and given you some things to think about. Please leave a comment. Let me know, what do you like about coastal Delaware? What do you don't like about coastal Delaware? I'd love to hear from you and find out what your thoughts are on the area. My mission is to help people achieve the highest quality of life through buying and selling real estate. And highest quality of life, that's different for each person. And I'd love to have a chance to talk with you, find out what's important to you, what you're looking for in the next home that you may purchase or invest in. So please reach out at info@promptagents.com. Whether you're looking in New Jersey, Delaware, Pennsylvania, I'd be glad to help. My team and I would be honored to reach out to you and have a nice conversation with you, find out what's important to you, and see if we can be a good fit for helping you. Now, one more thing, you definitely want to check this video here where I tour 4 different new construction communities in Lewes, Delaware from 4 different builders. So check that one out next.